What's going on, people? Man Cave Media here, giving you another daily dose of your RC addiction. As you can see, we've got the Tamiya CR01 Jeep sitting here without wheels, tires, anything. You look down at my my SCX, the F650. It's got the Tamiya Bronco tires on it, and if you look over here, the Bronco has the Jeep stock bead locks and tires on it. Why is it like this, do you ask? Well, here is the reason why. Finally, the long-awaited tire, the RC four-wheel drive Mudslinger 2.2s. Awesome tread pattern, very soft tread, firm in the center. Very firm in the center, but yet every alternating the outside lugs on them are very, very soft and stable. So what I've gone ahead and done is I've broken off my stock axial bead locks, which I'll be ordering 2 more sets of those to replace the bead locks that are on both Tamiyas, both of my CR01s. I'm just not even gonna say Tamiya anymore because it's a mind bender there. Today I'm gonna be working on the Jeep. We're gonna be getting the winch finally installed. We're gonna be doing the lights. I'm going to be blasting the shit out of that Tupperware box with the hose to make sure that there's no water getting into it. But we're going to start by assembling all 4 of these, putting the Mudslingers on, and bolting it up to the truck, putting the body on, seeing how it looks. So, we'll see you after I get all the tires mounted. Okay, ADD kicking in here, but I knew I said that the next video was going to be after all the tires are mounted, but I've got to show you this. I've never seen this with another tire. Usually when you bead lock them, the tires compress inward. These tires, it's freaking amazing. They don't compress, period. So you've got your full tire there. You're keeping your entire width. I mean, granted they are a narrow tire versus, well, let's do a comparison right now. Yes, they are narrower than those tires, but they hold their sidewalls. You don't have the squished in sidewall, and you don't have to worry about your bead coming out of whack, and you've got a tire that's doing this as it's driving because part of the bead lock's not in it. But I just had to point that out real quick before I got the rest of the way done with assembling these. That's a freaking awesome feature. Great job, RC four-wheel drive. Nice idea on that. Wow, guys, you guys are gonna be shocked when you see this one. This, I couldn't have asked for anything better. Check this beast out now. Look at that. Look how wide the wheel span is on that. That's you know what? I think this actually merits a comparison, because I think I might be right when I say this, but I'm pretty positive that this truck now has the wheel span of almost of the Wraith, which, as we know, that's got a pretty wide wheel stance to it. So let's drop these 2 down next to each other and take a look, shall we? Alright, we got the lopsided Wraith sitting there, and then we've got the CR01. Dude, they're pretty close. We're gonna have to side by side this one. Butt it up, wheel to wheel. The Wraith has maybe, wow, yeah, that's freaking amazing right there. The Wraith has maybe an inch wider wheel space than the CR01 with the stock axles. Now, I can only imagine what would happen if I was to shove a set of axial axles up underneath the CR01. We would have good God, we would have a monster rig. That wouldn't fit the scale look though for the off-road recovery vehicle that this is going to be. So Wraith is safe for now. Dude, that's just blowing my mind right there. That's a really, really wide wheel space for a little CR01. I haven't seen any other ones that I know of. That is a sick wheelbase for that little Jeep. It just gives it that extra scale look. I mean, I said it in the last video, but I'm afraid I'm gonna have to say it again. Huge props to RC 4-wheel drive on the tires, man. Great freaking job. And this isn't the only Jeep that has RC 4-wheel drive Mudslinger 2.2s on it. If you want to check out another really, really cool AX10 with a Jeep Rubicon body on it, check out Amtrobia's channel. He's got a badass AX10. It's correct me if I'm wrong, bro. I think that's what, a burnt orange or a copper color. It's a sick looking truck. He's got the 2.2 Mudslingers on it. It's a beautiful rig. He's taking his time on that one. It's an absolute hands down winner in my book. As Charlie Sheen would say, winning, winning, winning. But yeah, I thought I'd just share that with you guys. Next, I'm mounting the winch. Man, I'm all up in this project today. These tires have just set me over the edge. But yeah, make sure you check out Amtrobia's channel and look for his AX10 Jeep Rubicon. Alright. As I said, I'm really in the mood on this build, so there we go. Winch is mounted. It is not going nowhere, and I've also hooked up the first tow chain to the front of the vehicle, so there's that. Next, I think, wheel this sucker around here. Instead of putting the spare tire on the back here like I was going to, I might put it up top, which would probably look better. Back here, I think, on this factory, where the jack and everything's supposed to go, I might do the jack still, but I'm also thinking about running another tow chain. That, or I might actually drill holes in the bumper back here, because you can put a hook in the back, which it's sitting up under the frame right now, but you can screw in another hook here. So I think I might hook that, and then have two things coming off here that curve up to hold my rear chain in place. So if it needs pulling from the, if I can yank it from the back, I'd rather do that than yank from the axle. I'm going to have to put some sort of compressor in the back here, because that, or something to stabilize these springs. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet, but it's just so heavy in the back from the weight of the Tupperware and everything holding that I'm going to be getting a lot of body rub. So I'm going to have to do something to raise that up to where the Jeep's sitting full. I know you can mess around with these shocks here, but I don't think I have a shock that's small enough, unless I was to raid an old SCX-10 shock, or a pair of old SCX-10 shocks and just put a tiny one in there. But there you go. So far, that's the winch and front tow chain on. Next, I think I'm going to mount the tire up top. Here we go. Tire up top. I don't know. What do you guys think? Does that look any good? I don't know. Choices, choices, choices. Can't put it up front because that looks stupid. I mean, honestly, it would look good sitting on the back, but I need the back for various purposes, so I don't know. Tire on top. Maybe if I had a luggage carrier or something, I could put a couple of these tires back here as spares. I don't know. You guys decide on that one. This build isn't going to be done for a while, seeing how I've got multiple things to do. So I'm going to leave it up to you guys as to where I take it from now, as far as what I should do on the back, other than obviously hooking up the little doodad on there to get the son of a gun, to get the chains for the rear. Oh, I've also gone ahead too and I've hooked up my wiring harness for the lights. As I said, this has the capabilities to run up to 16 lights. I'm going to look and try and see if I can't find like an off-road, like a scale wrecker light bar. Put the light bar up top on the roof of the truck. And maybe some strobes or something too. See if they sell strobes. But I definitely would love to have a light bar for up top on that. I think that would put it over the top right there. But like I said, you guys that are following this, especially you, Mad Dog, I want your input on it. Where are we going next with this truck? Seeing how you're the primary inspiration on this one. So yeah, you guys tell me where we're going next with this sucker, and that's where we're gonna go.